do I begin? Absolutely horrific display there from Liverpool. I mean, what is Klopp thinking? He's not starting Alisson. He's not starting Virgil van Dijk. He's not starting Trent. He's not starting Andy Robertson. Klopp out. Absolutely atrocious right here. Can't believe it. Can't believe it whatsoever. I mean, I'm absolutely fuming. Klopp has to go. Hey guys, it's your boy Virgil Sam here, back again with another player review. Oh, not even player review, sorry. Just post-match reaction to, obviously, Liverpool getting knocked out against Aston Villa in the, what's it called? The Carabao Cup now, I think. I think it's the Carabao Cup. The name always gets changed. But yeah, 5-0 loss to, Aston Villa won 5-0 against Liverpool D team, Liverpool kids. I don't know, Liverpool Football Manager Regens. I don't know really what to call it. But obviously, going into the game, we obviously knew, the Liverpool team, by the way, the Klopp out thing was a joke, just to let you guys know. But obviously with Liverpool playing tomorrow against Monterrey, it turns out who we're playing against. Obviously, the Liverpool team cannot travel to 2 continents and play 2 games in 2 days and prepare for them both. So obviously, if you guys didn't know, we had to prepare the game. Well, we had to basically field 2 different squads for games in 2 different days. So, best way to start off, this post-match analysis is going to be a bit of a weird one today because it was kind of difficult to actually, it was very confusing today. But getting into the lineup, just to let you guys know, because as I said, this lineup just sounds like a bunch of you go on career mode, you go on Football Manager, and you just sim 10 years in the future, and this is what you get. But yeah, this is what the lineup was. Kelleher in goal. I mean, I've seen him a few times, but he's all right. Then Keanu Hoover, who's obviously, I think, out of this lineup, probably out of all of them, the only ones that I probably know a bit about there's probably about 5 or 6 from the lineup. But Keanu Hoover, him being one of them at right back. Sepp van der Berg, the new signing from the summer, as centre back. I think he's like 17 years old. Boys, I don't know what his first name is. Gallagher as well. Pedro Chirivella, who was actually the player who was one of the reasons why we almost got knocked out of this competition. Christie-Davies, Kane, Harvey Elliott at right wing. Longstaff in up front, which I thought he was a midfielder, if I'm being completely honest, but maybe I'm wrong. You guys let me know. If you guys do watch the Liverpool Academy, let me know down in the comment section below. And number 99, Tom Hill at left wing. Can't really give that much of an opinion of a lineup because obviously this is not the first team. I was just happy just to see the young players on the field. I was just happy just to see Harvey Elliott and Keanu Hoover because I do think they're 2 very, very interesting talents. And I was also interested to see how Sepp van der Berg played as well, because obviously he was a new signing in the summer. But yeah, going into the game, I was just like, for the players on the pitch, it was literally a win-win situation for them. They get an experience which they may only get once in their life. Hopefully these players end up having a great career, but some of them may not. So being in a basically packed stadium, full travelling support. I mean, you could hear on the TV just, the Liverpool fans, just an absolute support for these young players. And I think the average age of this team was about 19 compared to Aston Villa's team, which was about 28. And, the likes of Hamadi, Chester, Neil Taylor, Lansbury, Douglas Luiz, Kudjia, Trezeguet, Jota. There's so many players there that have, some of them may not start all the time, but they're in and around amongst the team. But to be honest, out of all of these, there's only I'll probably say only Harvey Elliott's that really won that, and maybe Keanu Hoover. I'll say them 2, the only ones that have actually been amongst the first team properly. But yeah, going into the first 10-15 minutes, before they scored, I'm not gonna lie to you, we did look so much better than them. And fair play to all the youngsters, because Harvey Elliott was giving Neil Taylor so much time, so much a bit of a challenge really, and he was doing very, very well there. I think there was one chance in the first few minutes where the ball gets played over the top into as I said, I can't really give that much of a judgment, but it was a brilliant ball over the top, and he just gets saved by the goalkeeper, who, by the way, their goalkeeper had a brilliant game today. And we had a few more chances after that, a few more saves from the goalkeeper, a few corners. And yeah, we were just really, to be honest, we were dominating the possession. And then they get a free kick. It was a pretty stupid free kick. I think it was Kane, the one who ends up conceding it. The ball, I mean, to be honest, they could have played advantage towards it. But yeah, they got the ball. I can't remember exactly who. As I said, it's going to be a very weird player review today. Hopefully tomorrow's one will be a bit better. But yeah, he gets the ball, flicks it over Kane. It hits Kane on the hand. The referee gives it as a free kick. And from that following free kick, Hurahane or something like that, gets them, literally whips it across. And I think they were going to give the goal to Khadija, but Kujia, I think his name is. I think Kujia. But basically, it was a free kick on the right-hand side and then left-footed into the far post. Kelleher, I do think could have done a bit better with that goal, if I'm being brutally honest. Yeah, I definitely think he could have done much better with that goal. And yeah, it was very unlucky. But yeah, if I'm being honest, especially even in the last game against Arsenal, where he did start as well, I do think, he seems like a decent ball-playing goalkeeper. Like, seems like his distribution is quite good, but there's some elements that obviously do need working on. But as I said, he is quite a young player. I mean, I think the starting lineup weren't even alive to actually see Everton win a trophy, which same as me. So little dig there. And then the second goal comes along very quickly afterwards. Very unlucky goal. Ball gets played out on the right hand side. It gets crossed in, and then unluckily it comes off the centre back Morgan Boys, and it just loops over Kelleher. To be honest, it was really against the run of play. If I'm being completely honest, most of their goals came against the run of play. It was just counter attacks. The Liverpool D team kids basically just literally had quite a bit of the ball, tried creating a few chances. Harvey Elliott, I'll get onto him once I've just given a little brief about the goals and whatnot. We had a few chances though. There was obviously that one where Pedro Chirivella just plays into Keanu Hoover and just fires it just a bit too wide, to be honest. And then there was another one as well with Harvey Elliott. Again, there was obviously the one where the ball gets played over the top, and then there was one where he just runs through, just causes so much havoc. I think this was quite early on in the game, and takes a shot, and the goalkeeper makes a very good save, who, as I said before, had a very, very good game today. But then obviously before, obviously they got the second goal, and then the third goal was quite, again, I don't want to be too critical about these youngsters, but the player that I was interested in seeing today, Sepp van der Berg, didn't really have that good of a game against Arsenal, and today I didn't think he had a good game either. Obviously, he's only 17, so hopefully he can develop into a much better centre-back. We've seen players, down the line who at the start didn't play so well, but then a bit of game time and a bit of that. I think maybe a loan out or maybe a pre-season could actually help him a little bit. But yeah, he gives the ball away a bit sloppily, if I'm being honest. And then the ball gets played down the middle, and then Kojia gets the ball and just slots it in. It was a very good finish. And the same with the fourth goal, really, as well. The team just gets absolutely split open, and ball gets crossed in from the right-hand side, and then Kojia again. I don't know if he got the hat-trick or not, because he did claim the first goal, but he obviously does a great finish. As I said, the only goal that I really can blame Kelleher for was the first goal. I do think he could have done a bit better, but if I was to give, I do feel like in the attack we were very, very good and exciting. Just defensively, there wasn't really that many stand-up performances, and the midfield for me felt a bit disjointed. It didn't feel like all of them just pushed up together. But then when it came to coming back, there wasn't really anybody sitting. And I thought honestly, like Pedro Chirivella would probably be the one that would do that. But yeah, apparently, that was the only thing. I felt that they played very well. Especially they were very unlucky to actually get a goal. That was the one thing I wanted them to at least get a goal, because I did think they deserved it. I mean, even going into the first half, I think these guys had 3 shots and 3 goals. Obviously, the other goal, 3 shots, 4 goals. Obviously, the other goal being an own goal. And then, yeah, they had 3 shots. As I said, the only one that the goalkeeper really should have stopped was the first one. But yeah, and then getting into the second half, it wasn't as exciting for me. Obviously the players, it wasn't as, the first few minutes was just frou-frou, and then I do feel like the goal just took the sting out of the game, and it just, since then, it didn't, I wouldn't say capitulate, but they just found it really difficult to try and get back into the game. But yeah, it was really, the goalkeeper, again, even in the second half, even though one thing that I will say to these youngsters, they did not put their head down whatsoever. And you could kind of see, kind of in the Arsenal game, where, you know, a lot of the, even though there was quite a few senior players, there was quite a few youngsters as well, and they still tried and tried. And one thing that also gave me a lot of confidence as well was obviously the fact that they kind of tried playing a similar style than, you know, Liverpool, you know, keeping the ball and then pressing high up the pitch. I like that, obviously, enrolling the academy, because I don't think, bar maybe 2 or 3 players, I don't really see, I might be wrong, and I hope I am, but I don't see a lot of these players actually getting into, you know, the first team at the moment anyway. But yeah, as I said, it's just nice to see them actually trying to play a similar style than the first team as well. Just keeping the whole academy nice and integrated, because obviously if the players do come up, then, you know, they will be able to, you know, play a similar style. But yeah, there were a few chances, you know, especially in the second half as well. The one that really sticks to mind was when a ball gets fizzed from, I believe, maybe a corner. The ball gets shot from the left-hand side, or on somebody's left foot, and he does kind of well to, you know, get the ball cross, and some don't know how the ball gets past everyone, and then I think it goes straight into Kane. Kane then, I don't think he sees it coming, but the ball hits off him and it's going goal bound, and then the goalkeeper makes a fantastic save. Then there was another one again with Harvey Elliott, who was, to be honest, with most of the chances that we actually created, was integral for him. You know, there was a ball over the top where I think somebody who just came off from the bench cuts it across and does... He's unlucky not to try and cut it across. He looked like a shot, but I think he was trying to, but just the speed of the ball and all that, he just wasn't able to. There was another one where Harvey Elliott does a brilliant ball, brilliant with his left foot, just nice, does a nice little 1-2, and then does a lovely, like, honestly, it was so good. Ball over the top onto the left hand side, and the player who gets onto it tries to gets a header, but just for me was the wrong option. He had a lot of plays inside where he could have actually got you know, a better opportunity to actually score a goal. But and then towards the end they do manage to get a goal to make it 5-0. You know, they were trying to get a goal, the youngsters, but sadly they couldn't. And then on the counter attack, Wesley does very well. And you know what? Credit to Wesley. You know, obviously he hasn't been playing a lot, but at least he did not celebrate like he's won the World Cup final. Well, that is one thing that kind of annoyed me a little bit, because obviously they won, they got to the semi-finals. That is great. But let's be honest here. When you're already 3-0 up, or 2-3-0 up against a bunch of youngsters, is there really a need to start celebrating like it's the World Cup final, a Champions League final? I mean, for crying out loud, Divock Origi didn't even celebrate that much when he scored against Spurs. Or even Barcelona, for crying out loud, to top off the most incredible comeback. But difference in thing. But I just yeah. So a part of me kind of wants Aston Villa not to go through in the next to the final, whoever they play. But yeah, I mean, to be honest, I can't really give that much player ratings if I'm being completely honest, because I don't really know enough of this team. You know, this is a team that, as I said, just for me, there's only a few players that I know of, and sadly, Ryan Brewster today wasn't able to play, which is a bit upsetting, because it seems like every single time he's about to make some progress in his career, there's always a setback, this time it being an injury. Curtis Jones has obviously travelled, which, you know, he's not really going to be starting, so I don't really understand why he couldn't have gotten in, like, because I'm pretty sure Harvey Elliott is going to be travelling as well. Same with Neco Williams as well. I was kind of hoping that they were going to be playing today, because I do think we probably would have had a better chance of going through. But if I'm looking at the silver linings, it does mean our fixture list is less congested now, going into January. And also, you know, we still can win a competition by Saturday. Hopefully tomorrow we are playing Monterrey. I think the kickoff is at 5:30. So hopefully, yeah, we can get a good result against them. I'm hoping we can get a win and hopefully win the FIFA World Club Cup for the first time. Expect a video tomorrow out. I know this is a really weird review for me because, again, it was a very weird game. Obviously, it's not something that you really see that often. You know, Liverpool playing their D team or something like that. So it's very difficult for me to actually give a proper analysis of, you know, the players and whatnot, because I can't really, you know, they're playing a bunch of 19-year-olds and 17-year-olds are playing against a Premier League side, basically. So, you know, I tried to do the best I can, but tomorrow's review should be much better. But yeah, it is the end of the video. If you guys are new to the channel, feel free to leave a like on the video. Well, even if you aren't new to the channel, leave a like on the video. It doesn't cost a thing. And also, if you guys are new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. We are so close to 400 subscribers. It is unbelievable. Hopefully we can get it before the new year. Yeah, leave any comments about your opinions on the game. What were your opinions on Harvey Elliott's performance? Because I thought he had a very good performance, and I think that he can actually be one of the players. I think could potentially in a few years be getting into that starting 11. So, and I even think this year he might be able to make a few appearances as well. Same with Keanu Hoover. I think he's going to be quite a good player in the future as well. Those are probably the main two that I think are going to be quite. That will be in around the main team, obviously, apart from Curtis Jones and Nico Williams as well. But it is the end of the video, as I said. Do what I said before. Also, make sure to hit that notification bell, because I'm basically going to be uploading every day for this week. So yeah, make sure to hit that notification bell, and also leave the comments down there in the comment section below. Liverpool are out, sadly, of the League Cup, but I'm not sad about it. It's your boy, Ojo Sam here, and I hope you guys have a very nice day.